This video took way longer than I thought it was going to take. Let's learn how to make sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut is a fermented cabbage condiment that I can't resist putting on a hot dog. I've never had it homemade and recently picked up a fermentation kit and had to give it a shot. It's tangy, crunchy, it's got great health benefits, and a large batch will last you for months in the fridge. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with a 2-pound cabbage and split it in half. After you cut it in half, remove the core by cutting a wedge out of the bottom of your cabbage and save for your compost. Next, we're going to shred our cabbage into thin strips, about 1/8 to 1/4 inch in thickness. Place it all into a large bowl. This part is critical in making sure the fermentation process happens. You'll need to use kosher or any salt that does not contain iodine. Basically, we're staying away from table salt. A good rule of thumb is about 10 grams of salt for every pound of cabbage. Now we need to mash up the cabbage and break it down.
Yeah, make sure you get yourself a bowl that's plenty big for this. Can't tell you how many times that's happened.
Let this rest for about 15 minutes. The salt will leach the moisture out of the cabbage at this time and turn it into a brine. Now to season, I'm going to use about 8 juniper berries, 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds, and 2 cloves of garlic.
Yeah, this is smelling really good. I think we're ready to bottle up and start the fermentation process.
Add this into your fermentation jar, mashing it down. I'm using a wooden masher made for sauerkraut. I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested. And add water to remove any remaining air from your jar. Let this ferment at room temperature in a dark place for about 1 to 2 weeks.
So I honestly expected 2 pounds of cabbage to fill this thing all the way up. Looks like I only did about halfway. So we'll see if this works. And if it doesn't, we'll try again. Okay, well, it's fermented. It definitely worked. I see a lot of bubbles. There was foam up top. I didn't see any mold, so that's a good sign. There's a few things I don't like about this batch. Obviously, for one, it's only halfway full. I didn't buy enough cabbage. I thought the cabbage was going to fill this to the top. It obviously didn't. I decided to put water in to eliminate the chance of the fermentation going wrong. What I don't understand what I did, and I'm sure you were probably yelling at the screen too when I was doing it, is why did I put the water only this high? I probably should have done it up to here. Luckily, nothing went wrong. But also by putting water in it, obviously I've diluted the brine. At least that's what I think, but I'm gonna give this a shot and see what it tastes like. I've had worse sauerkraut, but it's obviously a little bland, I think, because I diluted it with the water. But you know what? This is what trying new things is all about. I learned a lot by making some bad decisions here. I think this goes to show you really can't screw up sauerkraut, but I want to do this right, so let's do it again. And I know people usually don't shove mouthfuls of sauerkraut in their mouth, but here we are. That is tangy, it's funky, it's like crunchy, and got a little squeak to it at the same time. I think this is a good batch of sauerkraut. So I think you should let me know in the comments what I should make with this batch of sauerkraut. I'm a simpleton, I put this on hot dogs and call it a day. But I'd love to see what you want. So I think we're gonna call this part 1, and then on part 2, I want you to let me know in the comments what we should make this sauerkraut with. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you learned something. And if you made this sauerkraut, please let me know in the comments. And as always, if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button, bell for notifications, smash that like button, and we'll see you in the next video. Did I really say smash that like button?